EV market growing across the globe, China remains the largest EV market in the world, making up about 50% of total electric vehicle sales. Cashing in on that rising demand, XPeng, which during the first 3 months of 2021 has already been able to deliver 13,340 EVs, up 487% year over year. I mean, whoa! The rate of growth is amazing, but how high can that number get by 2025? Keep watching as we will look at various price predictions for 2025 and some factors that can affect this price. Hi, it's Fanny here from Studio Invest. In this video, we will be analyzing the company's progress and step into the future to analyze its stock potential in 2025 and beyond from an objective point of view. Before we get into the price predictions, smash that like button so this video gets out to more people, and comment down below which electric vehicle company you think will reach the moon soonest. I must add that we are not ambassadors for any electric vehicle company yet. Until maybe we get a surprise car gift from one of them. We are only creating content for informational purposes only. Nothing in this video should be taken as advice to purchase or sell securities. Okay, with all that said, let's get into the video. Price prediction. It only gets harder the longer into the future we go into trying to predict the company's stock price. But the question remains, is XPeng a good investment right now? It might be a great investment, at least if you can look at the price predictions and key price influencing factors of the company. Well, we will get into the juicy predictions for 1 year ahead and 2025 in a bit, so stay with us. Companies like Wallet Investor and Gov Capital seem to have no doubt whether XPeng is a buy. Wallet Investor gave a 73.87 median price target for the next 12 months, while according to Gov Capital's prediction system, a future price of $81.3 per share is very possible in a year. That would be over 100% increase from today's stock price. Analysts from CNN Money, also offering 12-month price forecasts, have a median target of 51.43, with a high estimate of 70.07 and a low estimate of $36.86 per share. Yahoo Finance had surveyed a group of over 300 investors on if XPeng can get to $100 by 2022, and shockingly, 62% of them think it will. With all these bullish predictions for the XPeng stock, we can say that most companies consider XPeng an awesome long-time investment. With a seemingly bright future ahead, how will XPeng grow in the next 5 years? XPeng's ultimate success will be determined by their ability to own a large slice of the EV market, become profitable, and expand outside of China. We will explore some of these key factors as we progress in this video, but let's look at some price predictions for XPeng in 2025. Wallet Investor and Gov Capital seem to also have bullish predictions concerning XPeng for 2025. In fact, Gov Capital, using their custom algorithm based on deep learning, also predicts a possible rise to approximately $218 per share. Let that sink in. While Gov Capital says that XPeng stock will be worth $100 to $190 in a 5-year forecast for 2025. Despite the bullish predictions, there are other analysts, of course, that are a bit more bearish in their predictions for various reasons. Do well to always do your own research before investing. With that said, let's look at the vehicle production and international expansion potential of XPeng. We will also look at the new Tesla arrival from XPeng. So stick around. Let's dive in.
And don't forget to subscribe.
As the electric vehicle space becomes more competitive with a new entrant seemingly every time the sun sets, XPeng has an advantage over most market participants still building prototypes and planning to manufacture their first plants. As XPeng already boasts its wholly owned smart manufacturer base at Zhaojing. Let me check how I pronounce that city.
Zhaojing.
Okay. And 2 fully owned plants in Guangzhou. And as of April 8th, planning to set up a third plant due to demand and to increase production capacity. With 3 plants to their name in 2021 already, production of vehicles is likely going to 5 times from current annual production capacity of 100,000 EVs to about 500,000 by 2025. And as the EV sales in China surpassed 1 million in 2020, the Chinese government is encouraged to increase this number to 5 million by 2025. So we are positive on them contributing to at least 10% of that goal, making the stock even more appealing to investors. Talking about vehicle production, the company has delivered a total of 13,340 EVs in the first quarter of 2021, topping its guidance of 12,500 EVs for the period, and more importantly, 315 more vehicles than in December of 2020. Where the story gets a bit interesting is the shipment of more than 400 G3 smart EVs SUVs to Norway. Yes, that's right. XPeng has a solid delivery plan for Europe, which we will discuss in a bit. So stick around. While we were following up on the XPeng vehicle production, some of us may have been binge watching the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But that's why we're here, to inform and do the keeping up for you. Like this video to keep us here at Studio Invest motivated. Now, back to the video. XPeng EVs are crafted with the intent of appealing to the large and growing base of technology-savvy middle-class consumers in China, with prices ranging from $23,000 to $45,000. Consumers choose their EVs primarily because of the advanced technology and compelling value proposition. Over 90% of XPeng's G3 purchasers choose the versions with autonomous driving capabilities. After the company's Tesla competition, an electric sedan P5 was announced as the third model after the G3 and P7, which is to go into large-scale production before the end of 2021. A larger SUV based on the P7 platform with autonomous driving capabilities will follow as the fourth model in 2022, which will be produced at their second plant. Supported by fast production ramp-up and robust demand for its smart EVs, XPeng will continue to see strong business momentum given production and expense goals are met, and will turn to be a profitable company by 2025. That will say if they meet these goals. Self-driving. I can guess many were itching to hear more about this Tesla competition we talked about. Well, XPeng has tried to push the advancement of its self-driving features to differentiate from its competitors since coming into the market. The new P5 is equipped with so-called LiDAR, or light detection and ranging technology. LiDAR systems send out lasers that bounce back and can measure distance. Those returning beams are processed by an algorithm to create a 3-dimensional representation of surrounding objects, a key technology for autonomous vehicles to understand their environment. That LiDAR can also help the P5 distinguish pedestrians, cyclists, and scooters, as well as roadworks even at night and under low light conditions. So, if you see an XPeng EV without a driver coming your way, do not run, for you are safe. Delivery plans for Europe. XPeng's president Brian Gu said in an interview with Yahoo Finance, "We're actually started exporting some of our vehicles to Europe already to test the market there. If we're successful, we may be emboldened to test out in markets, including US." After launching the G3 electric compact SUV in Norway, XPeng has said that within the next 4 months, they want to decide which European countries to enter next. In an interview with Automotive News, XPeng president Brian Gu also indicated that the company plans to expand its product lineup with a focus on China and Europe, and are working thoroughly to bring the plan into action within the year. By the way, XPeng also has plans for a plant in Europe by 2025, said XPeng's Brian Gu. With most Chinese tech companies failing to garner major sales outside of China, XPeng has opportunity to break these barriers if they succeed with manufacturing plants in Europe and increasing the demand for their EVs. The Chinese electric vehicle industry is still in its infancy, and the belief that the Chinese government will quicken the transition to EVs is another solid reason XPeng is likely to be at least $100 per share by 2025. With a market cap of $25 billion, sales on pace to top estimates of $2 billion in 2021 and $4 billion by 2022. XPeng's automobile industry strategic transition in Guangdong and outside of China is foreseeable. The company has one of the best opportunities to achieve a global EV sales network, having a head start on the competition with applaudable achievements, and might be a far more interesting stock now after a cooling off period and a big secondary race. Power network. Talking about charging stations in China, NIO, XPeng's local competitor, operates over 1,000 charging stations. China already has a large charging infrastructure that is growing year on year, so instead of just building more of what's already there, the Chinese EV auto giants NIO and XPeng are focused on developing partnerships, even going so far as to team up. If you want to know where NIO will be in the future, we have a video of exactly that. If you want to know more about NIO and where they will be in the future, we have a similar video of them here. The number of charging stations in China now sits at over 500,000. At an average growth of nearly 100,000 stations per year, we can make a conservative estimate that China will have over 1 million charging stations by 2025. In October 2020, NIO invited other charging providers to help contribute over 30,000 stations to this total. So, charging stations will not be a problem for XPeng car owners. XPeng Motors is very pleased to work with NIO Power to expand charging facilities for our customers, said Zhao Bin, Senior Vice President of XPeng, in a statement. XPeng continues to meet and exceed production goals and appear to have great expense control. They turned an acceptable profit in their first quarter as a public company at a level of production they claim will grow. Given production and expense goals are met, we believe profits will continue to grow and the stock price should reflect it by 2025. If you're into green technologies, stay tuned because we got something special coming up for you soon. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like if you found this informative and subscribe to the channel. Also, we'd like to see your thoughts on Chinese electric vehicles, so do comment below what you think and tell us if they have a chance against the EV industry giants Tesla. And by the way, coming out and discuss all kinds of investments with us and other finance fanatics on Discord. The link is in the description. And don't forget to subscribe!